Another beautiful New Zealand day today. It's supposed to rain for the majority of the day, so we're going to stay buttoned up. But the wind is supposed to come from the northwest, so we should have it on the beam or on the butt. And we've got 30 miles to go to our next destination. We hoisted the mainsail, went through a squall, and now we're motoring because there's no wind. So we have 18 more nautical miles to our next stop, and it looks like it's going to be a rainy, cloudy day. But we want to pull in there earlier than later because they're calling for thunderstorms tonight. We're just coming up to Rimariki Island. I hope I have that right. We've got about 15 nautical miles to go to our destination here, which is Tutukaka Harbour. So a couple more hours and we'll be tucking in. We're still really overcast and kind of a rainy day, but no wind at all. Welcome to Tutukaka Harbour. It was torrential downpours when we came in, but it seems settled now, and tonight they're calling for basically rainstorms and a little gusty windy, so we're tucked in here. This harbour is much smaller than we thought. And if you look at the chart, the icon for the boat kind of tells it all. So we are kind of nestled in over in the corner because there's just a whole bunch of mooring balls over here. But it's a really beautiful, quaint little harbor and seems really sheltered and not so much roll. So I think we're going to be happy here for the night.
Good morning. We are in Tutukaka Harbour, nice anchorage about 55 miles down south of the Bay of Islands. We checked in here last night. We had some heavy winds blowing through from the west. Very nicely protected little spot. And today we've got a short run, so we're getting a little bit of a later start, and we're heading down to, we believe, Smuggler's Cove is where we're going to go. But we'll wait and see when we get down there and see what the swell's like. But right now, Carla's up front pulling the anchor, and I need to get on the helm.
So definitely a short sail today. We are here. Tutukaka's down here. Smuggler's Cove is up where this anchor is. We've got about 10 nautical miles to the point and then 3 or 4 to get in. So in a couple of hours we should be there. A typical New Zealand day where the average wind is 15 knots, but the gusts are going up to 25. So we're reefed down a little bit so we can just enjoy the sunshine. Brought in the sails and started motoring because it was right on the nose. We're just coming into the river up to Ngunguru Bay, tuck around the corner. Forecast is out of whack, and we're going to find some place where we can be safe and tuck gargoyle away from the winds. We are here. We're going to go around up and then tuck over here into this anchorage. Or hopefully we'll be away from the winds and the waves. So we are here in Urquharts Bay, anchored. The winds are starting to slowly calm down. It's really pretty here. Tonight the winds are supposed to die to 0. And we're gonna get an early start and head down to the Gulf, because on Wednesday a big system is coming up from the South Island. So we want to be in the Gulf, tucked away somewhere by tomorrow night, so that we're out of the weather. It's crazy New Zealand weather. We were supposed to have westerly and northwest winds all the way down the coast for the last 3 days, and today was definitely a southerly wind straight on the nose that we beat into. So tomorrow we'll see what happens. It's supposed to come from the southwest tomorrow, so hopefully we get around the corner before it builds too much and we have to go straight into it. Good morning, Dean. You ready to go? Yeah? You ready to take the helm? You ready?
Yes.
Brr.
It's a little chilly out.
Very chilly. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. We've got about 50 nautical miles to go today. So we're gonna get an early start. The sun is up. It's a beautiful morning. Well, that was a surprise this morning. We didn't see that when we were anchoring. Got caught up on the chain, but at least it didn't get caught up on something else. And we're off. And it's really cold. Brr, brr, brr. We're coming out of the river. We got a little bit of a push, and then we're heading due southwest. Yeah, we saw like one whale crossing the Pacific. This is the first time we've seen whales since California. It's amazing to see them again. We've had a great morning so far. We saw some dolphins, we saw some whales, and the winds are still really calm, but it's coming, and they're forecasting by about 2 o'clock this afternoon we're going to have 20 to 25 knot winds. So we're just motoring along so we can get tucked in before the storm comes, and you can kind of see it brewing in front of us. So here was where we were anchored, down here in Ngunguru. We've got 20 nautical miles to the point, and we're going to tuck up in this island right here. And we are going to tuck up in this Cove Island. The winds are to be coming from the west and the north, and there's a ton of anchorages in this bay as well as the island, so we're going to be really sheltered. So this is a Wednesday morning, and you can see this big storm is going to be blowing through for a couple of days over New Zealand. So we're going to tuck into that corner and wait it out, and then when it blows over, we're going to go do some more exploring. Hungry? Yeah. Is somebody looking for food? Somebody's looking for food, yeah. Samantha. Hi, yeah. Somebody's hungry. We are coming around Takatu Point, and we're just going to come through this channel. We've got a current that runs through this channel, so I think we timed it right. You look at the current station at noon, we're going to have around 0 knots, less than half a knot running through the channel. Right now it is 11:30, so it looks like we've hit it perfectly. Not a big issue for gargoyle, because we only go up to like 1.5 knots, but for smaller vessels, definitely something that needs to be considered. We had Sahula come by and welcome us to North Cove. It's a beautiful little cove. This is going to be our hideout for the next couple of days until this storm goes through, and then we're going to go do some more exploring. Definitely a windy day. Well, we have decided to depart North Cove because the wind has come in and it is literally rolling straight down this anchorage. The wind was supposed to come from the southwest, but it looks like it's coming from the due west. So we're boarding this anchorage and we're heading to the mainland, which is one of the reasons why we came up in this corner. We're going to tuck up against the coastline. So if it comes from the west or the southwest, we're going to be in good protection. So North Cove is right here, and as you can see, west, and it's blowing straight in. The wind's supposed to come to the southwest, but we're going to tuck in over here, and hopefully we're in a better anchorage. Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to a better anchorage.
Here's to a better anchorage. Where are we again?
New Zealand.
Funny man.
We are in the Gulf of Hauraki, I believe you pronounce it. I'll have to look that up.
That's where I live with.
And then we are in Goldsworthy Bay here in the Gulf of Hauraki.
It's definitely worthy because the winds are down to about 15 knots and there's no fetch here at all. So.
Oh, it's very pleasant here. This was a good move.
We're gonna sleep good tonight, baby. Cheers.